Alrighty, what's up, guys? Probably gonna turn down the music just a tad. Is that good for you guys? Looks like about the right audio level. Turn it down on my headphones so I'm not sitting here yelling. Alrighty. And just give me one more minute, make sure everything's going good. YouTube is bueno. Magic music. Alrighty. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance. Obviously, if you're joining the live stream from a previous time, or if you've already been subscribed, then you probably know a little bit about me. For those of you who don't, I try to do these little late night streams so that way people that don't get to catch a lot of the midday Magic streams and all that can sort of hop in and still have a stream to just jump in and chill with. So yeah, tonight we're gonna be playing a little bit of Cascade Constructed. I had a deck request. Somebody requested I play a Knights deck in Cascade Constructed, and somebody had requested that I try out this Azorius deck, which we'll be starting on the Azorius deck first. I just seen the comment and decided to test out the deck, and then somebody had asked me if I can make a Knight Anthem deck for Cascade, so we'll also be trying that out tonight. So yeah, we'll probably just go ahead and hop right into our games. Oh, actually I should probably show you guys the deck first, right? So basically this deck is just focused on making some really big Ajani's Pridemates and healing up. And then it has some cool things like Lavinia, which essentially makes the Cascade Constructed event like not work for your opponent, right? Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So that's every spell cast with the Cascade effect. So essentially, they're playing regular Magic, you're playing this awesome ass event. Obviously it's gonna help you out. If you have 4 copies, definitely play 4 copies. The person that submitted this deck did have 4 in their deck. Actually, let me go run back and make sure I give proper credit where credit is due. Okay, I had Joshua Looney submit me a deck that was similar to this. It was more focused on, it seems like control. Yeah, it has like 3 Dovin Architects of Law. It does have 4 copies of Lavinia as well, so you can see a similar sort of schematic going there. Let's see. Where? Here it is. Nolan ZW commented, Azorius Aggro, one of the better decks, and it can crush the mono red ass wipes that we normally go up against. So yeah, hopefully it'll do well. And then I think Joshua Looney was the one that asked for the Knights deck. So I'm fairly sure. I can't find the exact comment where he had asked, but yeah, just wanted to be sure to give those 2 people proper credit. So this is pretty much the entire deck that was submitted to me. I think I was missing like 5 cards, 2 of which being Lavinia, and then I think I ended up subbing in Mentor of the Meek for the Charter Course, because he had mentioned something about like Charter Course not really being that good, so I decided I'd try to find another card draw. Little mechanic, sorry, little chihuahua always gets angry whenever my brother comes home for whatever reason. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go back to the deck. Go ahead and call this Azorius, wow, if I could spell, Azorius Aggro, and this will be for the Cascade Constructed. And if you guys end up wanting the deck, let me know. I'll export it to Aether Hub and then paste the link in there for you guys. But yeah, I'm already up 3-0 in this Cascade event, so it's obviously going very well. Let me change chat from top chat to all live chat, because sometimes YouTube just won't show me messages if I have it in top chat. I don't know why. It'll just deem some comments unworthy, which seems a bit weird, right? So also, ignore my smoking. Don't smoke, it's a bad habit. Don't do it. Decent hand, not spectacular. I would love to see 3 land, you know, at least 1 being a blue and a copy of Lavinia starting out in my hand. That would be ideal. But well, maybe we'll make it work. Hope you guys have been having good nights or days. Again, I'm always a bit wary because I know some people are watching me from like Germany or the Philippines, which is like halfway around the world. So out here it's 11:14, but out there it might be like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., you know. Nonetheless, I guess we'll just keep making these little 1-drops, not really taking any advantage off the Cascade effect quite yet. Mentor of the Meek would be a decent pickup if we had the 3 land, but we're really going to have to hope we hit it come next turn, otherwise it's going to be a little bit of a busted hand for us to keep, right? And I don't mean busted in a good way. Sometimes I'll say something's busted if it's really great, sometimes I'll say something's busted if it's really shitty. Obviously you guys can see how the word can be interpreted either way. So yeah, our opponent's playing probably mono white. Although he could just be like us and facing a mana screw. We'll have to see though. I don't know how much I like the ops in this deck, to be quite honest. I mean, with the Cascade event, it is pretty good because every time you cast a two drop, you're gonna have a chance to get out an opt, you know, which is some free scries or free card draw, which is pretty good. This man's combo is essentially like ours, only he's going mono white, so it could be a little scary. Okay, so there's a Johnny. Now we need some blue mana, Lavinia. Sure, give me another Dauntless. We'll throw it on our Leonin. And so yeah, at least our Johnny will be bigger than his Johnny. Now, as to whether or not it can gain its size faster or not, that'll be determined in the future, but I think we should be in a pretty good spot, especially if we can get down Lavinia within relative quickness. I think I would rather have the island draw next turn than Lavinia, because we still can't cast the Lavinia. However, an island draw will allow us to get down a Mentor of the Meek. So, go ahead and resolve his Vanguard. Also, for those of you wondering, yes, this is a Reese's mug. Legion's Landing. Alright, so he's got a very, very similar deck to us, which is a little scary, right? We'll have to see though. He'll probably swing in with the Pride Mate here. Now we do have a couple copies of Conclave Tribunal in the deck for some removal. Okay, we're getting a few more people dropping in. What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a good night, day, life, you know, whatever. Ooh, and we did get the island draw. I mean, we could go for Unbreakable and just try to break them, but I think they would just take the hits, right? Although if we don't do Unbreakable, he's definitely swinging in with his Johnny come next turn, right? But throwing down a Mentor could get me a Lavinia out. I mean, so could an Unbreakable. Whatever. Lavinia. Ooh, I'll take another Pride Mate, actually. Things we're looking for, a Johnny's Welcome would certainly be awesome. Lavinia obviously would be pretty good, as it'll start countering all of our opponent's spells that they're getting from the Cascade effect. Next, no attacks. We'll kick it back to him. Just trying to build our board state out a little bit here. Next turn, if we bust on our draws, we'll probably will go Unbreakable Formation. If he decides to swing in this turn, we'll probably not even block it. Well, we can't even block it. That's on Sarah's wings. He's going to get Vigilance, Lifelink, Flying, a whole slew of things on his Johnny, which is really unfortunate for us. It's going to make it very hard for us to keep up with. Yeah, a 9/9 with Lifelink and Vigilance is no... Oh, shit. An 11/11 with Lifelink, Vigilance, Flying. That's difficult to go toe-to-toe with. We'll see, though. We don't have any lifelink on any of our creatures, so this may be GG come next turn. As scary as that is, we kind of have to go Unbreakable here, right? We can't afford to pay for the Mentor anyways, and we get a Leonin. I don't know that Leonin is going to solve our problems. We'll see. Now, both of our Johnnies will be getting buffed up, you know, 3 from whatever they were, thanks to all of our copies of Leonin, so maybe the 3rd copy was alright. Still not going to be able to take him down, though. Yeah, he's up to 38 health. We're probably looking at a loss here, simply because I don't have any laugh game. So you can see where the 4 copies of Lavinia definitely comes in handy, but Lavinia is a rare card, so I'm not about to spend a wild card on a rare card just for an event. So got him down to 15, and he's back up to 27 thanks to his Johnny's healing. So yeah, this is why it's going to be probably a loss rather quickly here. History of Benalia. Yeah, that's gonna be rough. And he got another Johnny's Welcome. I'm thinking we just bow out, but I'm thinking he'll be able to get up to 18 damage as well on this turn, so we may not even have to worry about it. Let's see. There's 2, so he's up to 15. He gets 2 procs from Leonin. That's 17. He just needs to play one more creature, I think. Oh, another copy of Johnny's Welcome means he's going to be 1 away. That's a bummer, right? Well, maybe he'll just swing all in. Here, I'll go ahead and let him know. Like, he's good if he wants to end it. Just swing in with everything. Get it over with. Alright, well, now he's forcing me to see what I get off of my draw, because I'm not going to quit knowing I got something coming up. Opt. Alright, I will quit after that. So we'll throw down the good game again. And yeah, on Sarah's Wing, just helping our opponent out. We didn't see any of our removal. We didn't see any Lavinias. So unfortunately, the deck didn't really see any of its strong suits. But again, I only have 2 copies of Lavinia. So maybe this deck needs a little bit more removal. Or maybe having 4 copies would have solved the problem we just ran into. Either way, we were up to 3-0. Now we did pick up our first loss. It's amazing how that always happens. I'll get up to 3-0, it seems like, with like most of my decks, and then I'll just lose twice. So we'll see if we can pull our luck out from Moskami. Some people's names I just don't understand. Like, I don't know what they're a reference to. Ooh, that's rough. That's a really slow hand. Now, if we draw right, it could be fucking amazing. But if we don't, it's tragic and awful. Yeah, you guys know I like to play risky. And we're doing a live stream anyway, so it's not like I gotta save these games or try to look for any good ones, you know. We'll try for the risky hand. What does he got? Artificer's Assistant. So he's probably going for historic spells, right? He has the Mox Amber, he has Artificer's Assistant. We did draw the Leonin, so that's good. Looking a bit rough for a turn 2 play though. So maybe we'll draw into the Lavinia? That would be nice. I think Lavinia would definitely be more beneficial than Pridemate right now. Kind of scares me, him playing blue mana. It means he could be playing some counter spells. But, you know, we'll just have to see. Azorius. Azorius has been so popular in this format. Of course, Azorius historics are pretty common, if that makes sense. Like, if you're going to play historics, you're probably going to go Azorius or maybe mono blue. Yeah, I can't really see you not going white or blue. Maybe black as well, maybe like Esper. But we'll see how good his deck is. It's definitely got a strong turn 2. Whereas we are looking at a very rough turn 2, but we will have Spell Pierce up. So it wouldn't have been able to counter anything that turn anyway, so that's alright. We'll also have to be careful as Mox Amber. Well, I don't think he could use the Mox Amber to counter a Spell Pierce. We can Spell Pierce that. Wait a minute, cancel that. Oh, we don't want to resolve all. Shit. I hope me clicking resolve all canceled it? Okay, it did. I wanted to see what card he got out just in case it was a better spell than Treasure Map. I doubted it would be, but, you know, better safe than sorry, so we will Spell Pierce the Treasure Map. And those Artificer's Assistants just stacking up on his side of the board. Hopefully those that were asking for the live stream managed to hop in here. I don't really have any way of seeing who's currently watching, so if not, then I'm sure they'll be able to catch it on the back recording. Yeah, so we'll take 3 here. Voltaic Servant, actually a pretty nice card for its cost. Untap your Servant. It's the only artifact you have out. Well, you have the Mox Amber, but it's not tapped, so you can't. I mean, you could untap it, but why? Here we go. Hopefully our opponent won't be this slow all game. He's been doing pretty good, so. Okay, there he goes. That's not what we wanted to see. Our second copy of Unbreakable Formation. That's rough. That's really rough, actually. Alright, let's go Mentor the Meek. Into an Opt. Oh, it's so bad. Well, at least we get to deflood ourselves. Oh, okay. Or so I thought. Alrighty, well, we're going to have to look for some life gain in some way, shape, or form before he just overruns us with these little 1/1 flying birdies. That'd be really embarrassing, right? Losing a whole match just because of some Artificer's assistance after telling you guys how good this deck was. I swear it was winning earlier. Antiquities of Wars, certainly a scary draw, and a Search for Azcanta to follow. Is that a Search for Azcanta? Let's go to Animator. Oh, that's a little bit rougher. Yeah, he's definitely going to change the Mox Amber into a 5/5. To get haste? No, I guess since it's already entered the battlefield, it doesn't have the tapped effect on it. Well, that's scary. Yeah, Antiquities of War. This might be a quick sweep up, so we may just have to run it back. Bad draws and all that whatnotness. Yeah, we'll just take the 8 to the face. If we sacrifice any of our units, then we're not going to get the lifelink from the Leonin. Sure, we'll take less damage, but it's not like his units are going anywhere. Okay, so we can play Impassioned and play Conclave, but I kind of want to play Conclave first, right? Because it's the higher mana cost, so we get a bigger, or a better chance rather, for like a Lavinia or something like that. Whereas Impassioned is pretty much going to get us, well, could be alright. It's going to get us like an Ajani's Welcome, although it could also hit an Opt, so maybe not so good. Conclave's a little bit risky as it could hit our third copy of Unbreakable. Ah, fuck it. Let's tap both of them, and then we will tap out like that. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We'll be able to play, and we got a Leonin, so I guess it didn't really matter whether we played Impassioned first or not. We'll decline the one pay. Actually, it kind of does matter because we would have been able to pay that one had we gotten Impassioned down first and tapped him as well. But nonetheless, we're going to take the Antiquities of War. Although we could have taken Skilled and got rid of the Mox Amber as well. There's a fair point to be made for that. But Antiquities would have made his Mox Amber a 5/5 again. I don't know, it's a very, very difficult situation there. Nonetheless, both of our Leonins will be getting, giving us some lifelink here. We'll have a Defender that we can throw away if need be. Which, honestly, if I was him, I'd just swing in with everything, right? Maybe not, though. We're into our salsa music now. I think we sacrificed the Leonin. I don't want to take 8 more, right? Going down to 2 is definitely not preferable. If we can slow him down a little bit, that'd be awesome. Fountain of Renewal. Oh my god. Okay, 1 to the bottom. 2 to the bottom. It's kind of the bad thing about him having 3 of those little birdies out. 1 to the top. Okay. Well, then the one on top will probably stay. Yeah. I don't know why he would cast down. Maybe Fountain of Renewal is all he's got, right? That'd be the only reason for throwing it down before anything else. So his other card, probably a land? And he probably set himself up pretty good. So we have to throw down Unbreakable Formation here, even though I really don't want to, just because we need Cascade to hit something. Anything. Well, I say that. Don't hit an Opt. Hit a Najani's Pridemate. Hit a Lavinia. Hit a... Not an Ajani's Welcome. I have no way to pull a unit to the board. That's super unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll get a little bit of damage in on him here, as he probably won't block anything. Obviously, blocking with Skilled Animator's bad. Oh, well, he'll block with Mox Amber, but doesn't really matter too much. Probably won't block with the Servant, though. Why does he keep looking at his Fountain of Renewal? Is he debating on whether or not to sacrifice it? Okay, so whatever card he drew there, obviously he wants to play this turn. It's just a matter of if he's going to play it now or later. Play it now, Dovin. Okay, so this is kind of like the other deck that got submitted to us that was more focused on control. Although the other decks didn't seem to be so heavy into his stories. That's a lot of counters. What did he get here? I'm trying to... Oh, he got a Lavinia. Oh, man. Okay. So we're about to face the wrath of our own music here. That's alright. We'll try and pull out. Though I doubt it'll happen. Like I said, that 3 and 2 curse is just very, very strong with me. So we'll probably run this deck back one more time. I'll try out the Knights deck, and then we'll probably hop into some draft is what I'm thinking. We'll see though. We'll see how things go. Let me know if the music is good for you guys. It doesn't seem to be playing too heavily and all that. Drawing cards for every time he attacks. Is that it, or is it boosting? Oh no, it's putting a loyalty counter. Okay. I was about to say, I couldn't remember if Dovin Grand Arbiter was one that had the card draw, or one that has a very similar effect actually to, what is it, Hatali? The one that came out in Ixalan. That's such a shit draw. Alright, Unbreakable, do your thing. Go do work. Give me something. He already has a Lavinia, so we can't really cast whatever we get from this. Decline, otherwise it's just gonna get countered. I mean, he'll kind of have to block this turn, right? I'm really not worried about the Dovin. If he wants to look into his deck for something, go for it. I'm more focused on dealing the 12 damage to his face. So, blocks one of the mocks. Still loses 8, down to 7. And we have 3 defenders for next turn. He can deal 3 more damage to us. We're down to 3. He's not going to chum block anything. That's very unfortunate for us. We're certainly hoping he chum block there. I mean, we got some decent sized creatures on the board, but if he swings in with Mox Amber, I'm really going to have to block with Mentor. It's probably the weakest card we got out right now, in terms of value, at least to us. So yeah, really unfortunate in these 2 games that I tried to showcase the deck to you guys, but that's alright. As I said, I am lacking in my copies of Lavinia, and we simply didn't hit any. I think we hit 1-drops. I think we hit 1-drops for all of our Cascade activations, or whatever you guys want to call it. That's unfortunate. We may still be able to pull it out here, but we're gonna have to get some like fucking stellar draws, like maybe a... Oh, we couldn't... Okay, so this is kind of shitty about the Cascade event, but we can't even Conclave the Lavinia and then use Cascade, because the Cascade will go off before we Conclave it, so... It is what it is, but yeah, this is gonna be rough. He definitely swings in with a Mox Amber though, right? And he should have just gotten the cards he needs to win. Some kind of bolster effect, or... He really doesn't need much in order to swing past my defense of 0. I only have 3 defenders, and he's got a... What? And we drew an opt. Alright, so... Past 2 games, just having some really unfortunate draws. That's alright. And our opponents have both been playing fairly strong decks in themselves. Oh, I see what you're doing here, game. Leonin. Alright, I don't think that saves us either. It'll gain us, what, 3 life? 1 from the one from the Impassion. We can pay the 1 for Mentor, sure. Probably play a blue here. The Johnny's is kind of nice. And thankfully all of these cards we're getting naturally, so Lavinia doesn't counter them. Okay, so Johnny's going to go up to a 4/4. We'll have some units to defend with. Do we want to pay the 1? Of course we want to pay the 1. We'll pay the blue mana just in case we would have gotten a Johnny's Welcome, or I think we have Legion's Landing in this deck. So either one of those would have been really nice. Actually, the Legion's Landing would have been fucking fantastic. So our Johnny will be big enough now to block his Mox Amber, and we're healing up past the fact, or past the threat of his Artificer's Assistance. Next turn, we should have a creature big enough to actually swing in on him with. So, do we want to swing in this turn? No. No, we don't. Alright, so we're back in it. Oh, man. That Leonin was actually a pretty good draw. Well, the Leonin into the Johnny's might have just saved our lives. Psy Master Thopterist. Okay, that's definitely going to make things difficult for us. What do you get? Another Lavinia? That's actually pretty good. Nice. Okay, so he's not going to throw out his other copy of Lavinia. Go through all of his scry triggers here. What do you guys think about this event? You think it's one of the better ones? I personally like this, the Pandemonium one. Whenever you summon a creature, the creature's, or you get to do the creature's power, I think, to any other creature, or maybe to any target. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while since that event came out, but I really do like that one. I enjoyed the Greedy Draft. I actually think that was really cool and innovative. And there was, what was it, the Amazonian Play Anything draft? That one was pretty nice as well. Okay, so he is building up a pretty strong air game here. Fortunately for us, we're gaining at least 2 life every turn. Now, obviously, that's not the 4 that he'll be dealing to us. But, oh, what a bust. What a fucking bust. Bad thing is, I still don't think we can swing in with the Johnny's quite yet, right? He's an 8/8, sure. But then he just triple blocks him, and he regains control of the board, basically. Let's see. Although, if we swing in with everything, realistically, he's going to have to chum block. Sure, he uses the Mox's Amber to kill Impassioned Orator. But then he's forced... Well, not necessarily forced. He could let the 2/2 Leonin go through. Or he could just double block and kill her. But he should be worried about the Ajani's. Of course, if we swing in and we miss, then the back strike is going to be lethal on us, right? This is difficult. If we swing in, he's definitely going to kill the Impassioned Orator with Mox Amber. And then what else does he give up? If he gives up the Skilled Animator, then he loses his 5/5, right? What do you guys think? Sit and wait him out? We go for it? You guys aren't probably going to respond quick enough. I know there's a delay on the stream, so... We have, what, 12, 16, 18, 22 damage in our hand. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders. We have 5 attackers, so he could only double block one of them. He's going to. Let's wait one more turn. Let's hope that next turn we don't bust as hard as drawing another Guildgate. Because obviously back-to-back Guildgate draws is scary. He sacrificed a Fountain. That feels pretty good though, right? Means he's probably searching for some card draw. He's actually feeling the heat. Which means we probably could have swung in last turn. That's a bit depressing. Skilled Animator makes his Fountain of Renewal another 5/5. Oh no. Oh no. Black Blade Reforged, for those of you who don't know, whenever you equip a creature, it gets +1/+1 for each land you control. He's got 7 lands, so it's going to give 7/7 to one of his creatures, making even his weakest, his little 1/3 Skilled Animator, a fucking 8/10, which is big enough to deal with my Johnny, so he's probably going to equip it. Oh, no, wait. It only costs 3. It's going on the Psy Master Thopterist. What? He's already... Oh! No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would you... Why would you not pay? Put it on your side. Like, he's the least worrisome to die, if that makes sense. Like, if side dies, his side's still pretty strong. It would have only cost him 3, and he would have been swinging in with a 8/11 creature. Oh well, to each their own, I suppose. So we still won't be able to cast whatever it is from this Lavinia that we get, an opt. Not that it would have been very good anyways, but it could have drawn us into something that was kind of nice. So we'll go and pay the 1 here from our other Mentor of the Week, and hopefully we'll draw out something nice, or another land too. That's fine. I do enjoy getting swamped. Or flooded, I'm sorry. Might as well. Oh, no, wait! I don't know why I always think Enter Tapped is on the left. And the Pay 2 Life is on the right. I feel like that's how it should be, though. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just the only person that thinks like that. He's got a 5/5 fucking flying birdie. Man, that's a pain in the ass. And a 5/5 mox. So now he can pretty easily... Well, I say pretty easily. He's just gaining more life. Next turn he's going to deal a whopping... Oh, shit. Next turn he has lethal. Okay, we got to swing in then, right? We have no answer. Next turn he has lethal on us in the air. So, pretty much have to swing in. Otherwise, we're going to lose. Actually, I think we lose anyways. He just chum blocks everything. Oh, settle. Nice. Alright, so that's going to be GG. That's alright. Honestly, this matchup... Why does it keep doing that? Every time I concede in a match in MTG Arena since... well, since this weekend and this whole change from the Guilds of Ravnica draft and Cascade coming out, every time I concede, it just disconnects me from the server. Which is a bit of a bummer. I hope it doesn't make my opponent like sit there and wait through the rest of the game, right? Alright, so... Like I said, we'll run it back with the Azorius aggro one more time. And we may end up resigning this if it just like ends up not being very fun. But the first time I played through it, it was actually pretty nice. I agree on waiting, but I would have scooped up a while ago. Azorius is interesting, yeah, for sure. Well, I thought about scooping like whenever I first landed in the match, but I really wanted to try and break my 3/2 curse. You guys have no idea how real it is. For any of you that like been with the channel for a while, you probably know, because I do a lot of events. I try and do every event that comes out. Oh boy. Here comes mono red, so we'll have to see if this deck is actually as good as what I've been told it is. Of course, we're not running the verbatim deck that we were given, so there could also be problems there, but we'll just have to hope and see. Now, there could have been a case in point for playing the Guildgate first, but we have plenty of land in hand, so honestly I feel like getting a creature out, trying to go fast is probably the better play. Now obviously if he has a shock or... Whoa. It just kicked straight to combat. He played a land and it kicked straight to combat. That's not a good sign. Okay, no, never mind. He clicked it. I was about to say, if there wasn't a stutter in his main phase after him playing a land, that's really bad for him. Oh, let it begin. Okay, so Lightning Strike coming down on Leonin. No, to our face as well. You know, honestly, I'd kind of prefer that. Sure, we're down to 13 health. Oh, now a shock on our Leonin. Right. How silly of me. And we drew into another Guildgate. So this is going to be a quick loss. Honestly... Depending on what he plays this turn, depending on what we draw here. Ooh. Yeah, we could legitimately be dead by turn 4. So, unfortunately, we're still not seeing any of those Lavinias. I don't know if I've actually seen one in the 3 games that I've played. Gutter Snipe coming down. That's unfortunate. And a Lightning Strike. Bye-bye, Orator. It was nice to know you. Now, unfortunately, our Dauntless Bodyguard didn't have a chance to select him because the Bodyguard came down first. He's probably going to swing in with a Lava Runner here, in which case I say go for it. I will definitely block you. I don't care if I don't have any other units after this. It's not like we're in a position to be letting our health go willy-nilly. That's a pain in the ass, right? If I'd played one of those Guild Gates earlier, I could have played the History of Benalia. Ooh, that stings. That definitely stings. Yo, what's up, Mac Farney? Stream Pog. Okay, yeah, so at least one of the guys that was asking about the stream managed to make it in here. Oh, and a risk factor. And a lava runner too. Motherfucker. Well, fortunately he's in his second main phase, so he can't really attack with the lava runner. I'm just gonna take the damage. I think we have to deputy here. Do we? We have to try for the deputy on the gutter snipe. Hope he doesn't draw into anything. Deputy can still block lava runner. I think it's our best play. In which case, let's go ahead and play the other guild gate so we don't make the same mistake as last time. Oh boy. Vanguard. Would have preferred an Ajani's Welcome for the immediate life gain, but I guess that'll be alright. So let's take the gutter snipe. Obviously that'll make the deputy a bit of a target. Well, we're only at 5 health, so if he draws into something like a lightning strikes us in the face, manages to hit a shock off the lightning strike, we're dead. So yeah, we'll just have to hope that's not the case. He can also still risk factor us, but if he does, there goes 3 of his mana. Of course, he still gets to dive with the cascade effect because we never drew the Lavinia, so yeah, it's a bit rough. What did he hit? A gutter snipe? Okay, I'll decline it. He only has 1 mana. He can play the gutter snipe. He declined. Why did he decline the gutter snipe? Deputy is not going to exile his... Oh, does it? With the same name as that permanent until Deputy leaves the field. I'm not quite sure. I don't think I've ever seen someone play a card that was already exiled by Deputy after it had been taken. Now comes the Ajani Welcome. Well, that's still okay because we are going to summon a unit with history. Get a little bit of lifelink, and Leonan's going to give us a little bit of lifelink, and then we're just going to hit no. We're gaining back a little bit. Still haven't done any damage to him, but that's okay. Next turn, Unbreakable Formation is looking pretty nice, honestly. But the deeper we get into this, obviously, the better he's going to get. Oh. Lava Axe coming to our face. So it turns out you don't even have to be playing that good of a mono red deck. You can be playing a whole bunch of commons, still do work. Okay, yeah, so we go Unbreakable first and hope for a marvelous. Ajani's is actually pretty good here. And, well, we could go for another Unbreakable, but I don't really think it's worth it. The Leonin, however, will get us 2 health from each of the Ajanis, 2 health from each of the Leonins. That's decent. We're back up to 7. And we'll swing all in because our creatures have Indestructible and Vigilance, so it's a waste to not, right? No chum block coming out for him, but he is down to 12. We're up to 7. He still is at 5 mana, so it's very easy and very real that he can kill us in 1 turn, so we're just going to have to hope that he keeps bricking with his draws. Lightning Strike to the face. And he gets a Fanatical Firebrand off of it. Fantastic. We'll have to hope that wasn't the 1 key piece he needed to finish this off. Of course, if he has another bolt, then, you know, it is exactly what he needed to finish this off. Now, I can't remember. Oh, yep, that's going to be game. Come on, you tap your Firebrand and you hit me in the face. What's going on here? You've been playing fast up until this moment. Just hit me in the face. I don't like to concede if I don't have to. Hey, what? I'll hop over and read chat while this guy's trying to decide. Shrimpog, no, it doesn't. Not Ixalan binding. They might be confused. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't think it would like act. What did he hit me with? Oh, a shock in the face. Okay, so yeah, so we were super dead there. All right, so maybe this deck is a lot better with 4 copies of Lavinia. Gotta say, 2 copies, not really getting the job done. Hey, we see a copy and we have enough mana for... Oh man, this could be our first victory with this deck, which is funny. We've lost 3 in a row after me talking it up. That's usually how it goes though, right? I try to tell you guys something's really good, and then to laugh me in the face, the universe turns around and smacks me. That's alright. Oh, also, I know I complain a lot, but most of the time it's like jokingly complaining, so if it actually annoys you guys, well, you know, sorry, but I'm probably going to keep complaining. It's just like who I am. I complain, but I don't actually mean a lot of my complaints. They're mostly just me filling the void. And it's a lot easier to make a complaint funny than to sit here and ramble about, you know, how awesome my draws are this game, because they're actually pretty fucking nice. So let's go ahead and go into the Mentor, right? We're up against a Forest deck, Green deck. That's not good for him. And we draw the Pride Mate. This is what the games are supposed to look like. Of course, this is like literally perfect. Literally a perfect draw here. Couldn't have asked for it in any... Oh, I was about to say, is our Ardonto actually going to swap over? Literally couldn't ask for a better starter hand here. Now, obviously, there could have been a point made for throwing down the Impassioned Orator before Mentor of the Meek, but I think going ahead and getting the Mentor out is better. That guy's going to be a little annoying. Thankfully, we do have Unbreakable Formation. Oh, he tried to cast out the Llanowar. He doesn't know about Lavinia. Okay, so I think we actually go Unbreakable into Impassioned here. Oh. He's just going to surrender. Alrighty. Well, we did manage to pick up a victory. Hallelujah. Millstone. Probably one of the worst milling cards in the standard meta right now. Feels red, man. Yeah, it feels really red, man. Just some poor player forced to use red to get wins and money. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, legitimately, I know some people enjoy playing decks like that. Like, they can't help that their deck is just the best. It's kind of like, for those of you that know American college football and all that, it's like if you were an Alabama fan before they got really good, and then after they got really good, you're still like, hey, you know, I'm an Alabama fan. Everyone's going to be like, no, you're not. Shut the fuck up. Like, you're a bandwagon, right? Kind of how I feel about Mono Red in this game. Are there a lot of people that like hate on, or that hopped on the Mono Red bandwagon? Yes, there's probably a fuck ton that just hopped on once they saw, oh hey, I can get to Mythic with this super cheap, like almost literally zero rare deck. But I do honestly think that oh damn, that's fucking rough. That is really rough for us. Getting down 2 copies of a Johnny's Welcome before we can even get down 1. We can Conclave here. I think it might be the play. Conclave, tap the Vanguard. I mean, Mentor of the Meek, there's definitely a point to be made for that, but I think getting his Ajani's off the battlefield is more important right now. Ooh, another Leonan's actually kind of nice. It means we'll get double lifelink, or not lifelink, double life procs. I don't know what to call her ability, as they didn't really call it anything. But nonetheless, we'll get the double procs and then get the +2 counters on Ajani's. But yeah, I do honestly think that there were some Mono Red players that were already on Mono Red before like it got busted as hell, and I do apologize to those players that so many people have just sort of jumped on and made your deck that you already liked sort of hated by everyone. Okay, so maybe Mentor of the Meek would have been the better play, and then playing Deputy of Detention on this turn into the Ajani's would have been better. I just really wasn't seeing him drawing 2 back-to-back Ajani's like that. But then we could have cast the Conclave on the Resplendent, and we would have had his whole board state swooped up. Unfortunately, since we didn't, we're going to have to play Deputy on the Resplendent, otherwise he's just going to soar above us, right? We're not in too big of a rush. Let's go ahead and get a Mentor down. You never know when it might start helping us out. Okay, so the Ajani's Welcome before the Mentor is really big for us, actually. It means our Ajani's going to be bigger than his Ajani, which is really key in this, looks like a mirror match. So we'll swing in. He shouldn't double block. Even if he does, we'll take out. That's a little bit of a difficult decision, honestly, but thankfully we didn't have to make it. So we're up to 4 mana. I'd be fine with a land drop next turn, honestly. History of Benalia too. Okay, so he is playing a Leonin War Leader, which is something we're not. Lavinia. Why, opponent? Why do you always get what I'm wanting before I get it? That's alright. If we do manage to pick up a loss here, then we'll go ahead and hop on over into the Knights deck and then into a little bit of draft for you guys. I like red though because I like going face. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it is unfortunate for the people that actually enjoy playing mono red that the deck is so annoyingly abundant. It probably wouldn't be so bad, right, if so many people didn't play it. But since everyone and their fucking brothers plays the deck, then it becomes annoying. But I think that's the same with any deck. Oh, fuck. Excuse my momentary lapse of stupidity there for trying to summon out then. Fucking Orator. We have to take his Lavinia, right? Otherwise, we're not even going to get to play the game. Can't pay the one there as we want to get down our Ajani's. So, give me your Lavinia, biatch. But yeah, I don't think mono red would be as annoying if it wasn't played by everyone. We can't pay that one. But hell, you take any deck and you put it on like 50% of the populace playing a game, even if it's a shit. Well, probably not if it's a shitty deck, right? But you take most decks and put it on 50% of the populace playing your game, like you're gonna have a whole hell of a lot of people that are like mad, right? So we're gonna swing in with everything here. Actually, we have a chum blocker next turn for his Ajani, and we're gonna deal a hell of a lot of damage to where if he does swing in with his Ajani and doesn't leave a defender back, we're gonna be able to sweep this game up on our turn. Ooh, maybe not. If he throws down another creature, it could be a little bit difficult. Oh, another Ajani's. And another Ajani's welcome? You're shitting me. This man's draws are insane. Why would you ever need more than 3 mana? This reminds me of, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet or not, but apparently there's a deck going around that has 13 lands in it that works perfectly fine. I'll go ahead and give you guys a minute to take a guess at what deck could be ran off of just 13 lands. And this is only on MTG Arena, by the way. Don't try and do this in Paper Magic. You'll probably get fucked. But yeah, apparently... Holy shit. So apparently MTG Arena is busted enough to where you can play 13 lands in a mono... Get a fucking opt. You can play 13 lands in a mono red deck and actually still win perfectly fine. Because the way the algorithm works for drawing out your first starter hand, how it tries to give you, like it picks 2 hands and it gives you the more fair hand of the 2, your chances of getting fucked are a hell of a lot lower. Isn't that ironic? If we hadn't paid the mana, we would have been able to play both creatures, but since we paid the mana, we can't. That's fine. We'll go ahead and throw down another Ajani's, and I guess this is just going to be an Ajani's Wharf. Although, I think he still wins because he has the flyers, so a little bit unfortunate for us. Sure, we'll be able to heal up a little bit, but ultimately I don't think it'll be enough to sustain us. We'll hit no attacks and we'll kick it back to him. Luckily, the Knight of Benalia. History of Benalia is not going to get the full effect coming down. Another Resplendent Angel is super unfortunate for us. Let me guess, he drew another Lavinia? Probably would be my luck. No, Johnny's welcome. Holy fuck. 4 life just for playing 1 creature. That's essentially a Resplendent Angel right there. Like a Resplendent Angel proc, and now he has 2 down, so that's 2 at the end of every turn. He's swinging in for 7 in the skies this turn. Probably with the 22 of Johnny's Pridemate too. Don't tell me you're just gonna swing in with one character. You're giving me a chance? No, okay, there you go. Honestly, I would have swung in with the 22-22 as well. Like, even if I double block it with my 15 and 9, you're still up with the 12-12, right? Drawing out another Leonin Vanguard's really not what we wanted to see there. It means that we're absolutely not going to get anything out of our Cascade. And we're still down on 1 of Johnny's Welcome, even though we have 3 copies in the deck. So I guess, oh, that's fun. That's even better. Yeah, we're just getting super swamped. Our opponent, on the other hand, perfectly fine. Maybe we just need to reduce the amount of lands we're actually playing. Let's pay 1 planes. We drew into an opt. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pay the other planes. Conclave, that's kind of nice, right? It's not going to solve our problem really, but it's kind of nice. We can conclave one of their Resplendents and sort of takes out one of his angel generators. But again, it's not... Oh, give me that deputy. Okay, now we're talking. Alright, smarter play is to definitely deputy the Resplendent Angels, which means I gotta conclave his big Ajani. 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4. Something and about a door. Yeah, the Ajanis are much easier to deal with than the Resplendent Angels. The Resplendents just go straight over our head, so we're going to have to deputy those. I think we'll be able to out-heal his one angel that he has right now. It's just a matter of whether or not he can create another one come next turn. Okay, so now we have the big boy Ajanis. I'm thinking that's how we swing in, right? Because even with the 12-12, he needs what? That's 14, that's 18... That's 21. So he's going to have to sacrifice all of his defenders to stop my Ajanis, my big 21-21 Ajanis from hitting him, which means he'll probably sacrifice the knight. 15-15, however, he could throw out the 12-12 and the 4-4. Still not that great for him. So let's... No, if we throw in the 11-11, he just definitely blocks it with the 12-12. And Chum blocks with the 4-4 angel and the 15-15, right? Or maybe he takes the 15-15 to the face. He does have 4 Ajanis welcomes. I think we just swing in with the 2 of them. He can kill one. He can't kill both. Chooses not to kill either. Oh, that's good for us. That's really good for us. Okay, so we actually have a chance here. We're coming back. Good game. Well, that's not fun. Why is he saying good game? Herald of the Secret Streams and Lavinia. Oh, that actually is good game. I'm fairly sure, right? He's going to get 8 procs of Ajani's Welcome, essentially, here. Nice. Yeah, so that's going to be GG. His Ajani Pride Mate is unblockable. Didn't even see it coming. That's so unfortunate for us. Alright, so obviously this deck could have some tweaks made to it. Maybe... Not having all 4 copies of Lavinia is a bit crushing, but it does mean on the bright side that we can go and hop into our Knights deck. Sanctum Spirit. Seems like a trash tier card. Nonetheless, we'll go ahead and hop into the Cascading Knights. I'll show it to you real quick, and then I'll look back to the comments, see if you guys have any suggestions for it. Let me stretch out my legs real quick. God damn. Getting cramped up here. Alright, so for our Knights deck, we got the Dauntless, obviously. We got the Knights of Grace, the Knights of Malice. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Paladin of Atonement, even though I think it's sort of a weaker card. It's very easily removed. 2 Knights Pledge, 3 Banalish Marshal, or 2 Banalish Marshal, I'm sorry, we only have 2. 3 Moments Cravings. Honestly, I'm thinking about removing the Moment of Craving. It just doesn't seem good enough. I added it in to make sure we could be offset against all the aggro, but to be completely honest, I just don't know if it gets the job done. We do have 3 copies of Mortify and 2 copies of Vraska as well, and 1 copy of Settle for a little bit more removal. But outside of that, we're just playing, you know, standard Knight cards. We do only have 3 copies of History, otherwise I'd probably be playing more. Maybe 4 copies of Midnight Reaper is a bit much. Yeah, do we have... Nope. We have 3 copies of that? We do. Okay, so I think I'd rather play that than 4 copies of Midnight Reaper. We only have 1 copy of Valiant Knight, otherwise I'd probably be playing more. 1 copy of Ariel. I mean, it looks okay. I'm not expecting this to do fantastic, but I admire your will to stay in these matches. Yeah, I mean, I like to at least see, like if I know I'm going to lose a game, you know, 100% know and it's about to come, sure, I'll go ahead and Deputy Game Changer. Yeah, it was. Let's take a break from red and lens plus deck recycle. Cast down over moment, maybe. Yeah, see, I've thought about a cast down over moment, but Bad Boy making video with this deck with Lavinia. Yeah, okay, so that's why it's so popular. Then another content creator made it. Maybe we go split on the Moment of Craving and the I'm perfectly fine with dropping down to 2 Midnight Reapers as well, honestly. A lot of people highly value that card, me not so much. So maybe we go like that, 2 cast downs, 2 Moment of Cravings. I just don't want to take out all the Moment of Cravings and go up against a mono red first game and end up hating myself, right? Alright, so does that look good, at least acceptable to you guys? Probably not the best Knights deck in the world, but honestly I don't have all the Knights. Like I don't have all the Valiants. I don't have any more than 2 copies of Benaglish Marshals, so obviously if you got the salsa music's fucking getting to me. Where is it? Really like this Glen Canyon song, so that's what we'll throw it on. Oh yeah, the whole reason I'm playing this though is it was by special request, so nonetheless, hopefully you guys have a few more night cards and you can throw something a little bit better together. Before I hop in, is there any last recommendations to the deck? Gave you guys just a minute to respond because I know it's hell, what, got a 20-30 second lag time on it, or hell, it could be a whole minute. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't think enable live chat automatically. Yeah, I don't even have slow mode or anything enabled, so slow mode's more for chat though. Alrighty. No more recommendations for the deck, then we will hop in. Sure, we'll pay the gold. Alright, so let's see how this Knights deck does. I haven't actually played it in the Cascade Constructed event yet. I just I had the request for it, so I figured let's go ahead and build the deck for it, and then figured I would either play it in another like featured video in it itself, or I'd play it later on tonight's stream. So since I am playing on the stream, I should probably go back and reply to that guy and tell him, you know, hey, it's on the stream. If you want to check it out, go to whatever video time this is. Actually, what video time are we at? 1, 2? Maybe you don't need the life gain Vicious Offering over Moment. Yeah, Vicious Offering is pretty good too. The only thing with Vicious Offering is like every time there's the 5/5 creature out or whatever, I'm always sitting there contemplating my whole life on whether or not to sacrifice a unit. This is actually a decent hand. This could be a decent hand. Let me change that. Completely depends on what our opponent's going with. Forest, that's kind of nice. Enjoy seeing things besides Mono Red and Azorius, as they are both very, very heavy in this event. And I can't get mad at people for playing decks that win in an event, right? They're just trying to grind out cards, trying to get more rares, trying to make sure they don't lose their money. You can't be mad at the free-to-play players playing the Mono Red deck, because it is the cheapest, best deck in the game. Nothing on turn 2? Honestly, let's go ahead and get our Paladin of Atonement out. And what do we have? Dauntless Bodyguards? I mean, yeah, I'd rather flood the board with units than have a target for Dauntless. Unfortunately, Dauntless does make it to where we have to resolve literally fucking everything, because he's just an ability. You don't have to pay mana or any of that. You don't have to tap him, so really good effect, you know, for a 1-mana creature, but really annoying for the MTG Arena client. Okay, let's just go into Danitha here. I was thinking about Mortify or Knight's Pledge, but honestly I'd rather just Mortify or Knight's Pledge later on down the line. We could Moment of Craving Pelt Collector, but not in Malice. Cool beans. But yeah, again, I'd rather flood the board, I think. Perfectly fine with trading out the Dauntless for the Pelt Collector, as Dauntless isn't selected or anything. I'd rather keep my Paladin of Atonement back, try and get a little bit more life gain out of it. Hopefully we'll draw into a land. I normally don't say that, but if we can draw into a plains or a swamp, honestly, so Valiant Knight could come down, that'd be pretty dope as well. What do you get, a Siege Horn out of that? Yeah. Okay, so Selesnya, maybe Selesnya Beatdown is what he's going for. Pelt Collector's gonna get really big here. That's kind of good. I'm wanting him to deal a little bit more damage to my face so Paladin can get built up a little bit. Of course, we still have a first strike Knight of Malice, so yeah, never mind. He's not gonna attack. Oh, and we hit the plains. I think we go Valiant Knight, just in case we can end up cascading into our other copy of Banalish, right? It essentially does the same effect. Other knights you control get +1/+1. Well, we're only playing knights, so it's essentially a Banalish Marshal. Alright, so let's see what we cascade out here. Dauntless. Well, let's put it on Danitha, and then we'll put our Knight's Pledge on Danitha to make her really, really beefy. We swing in with a Knight of Malice, I think we swing in with a Knight of Malice. Oh, we could have swung in with our original Dauntless as well, as we don't really care. And if he double blocks here, we definitely kill the Pelt Collector. Neither of the other two units are that big of a deal. If he double blocks with the Siege Horn, though, oh, wrong move. You definitely want to block with the Siege Horn, not the Wary Okapi. Right, because then I either have the choice of killing the Pelt Collector and damaging the Siege Horn, or killing the Siege Horn and letting the Pelt Collector live. However, in this situation, 100% of the time, we're going to kill the Pelt Collector. Because it doesn't matter if we hit the Wary Okapi, right? So, probably not the best move there, but that's alright. I'm perfectly fine with getting rid of his Pelt Collector. Playing Selesnya in a Cascade event, he can... Oof. That's rough. That's really rough. Maybe he doesn't have any... Oh, yeah. Okay, I was about to say, maybe he doesn't have anything else in hand, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't have went ahead and played the Land of War if he had something else that could have cascaded him for more. So, picking up our first win, I don't really think it was thanks to our deck. I think it was thanks to his deck, actually. Not really drawing him out what he needed. Up to 11 viewers. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good night, day, morning, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, wherever you guys are. It's I think it's midnight out here. Yeah, 12:12 on the east coast of the U.S. That's an ugly starting hand. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Isolated Chapel. That'll allow for a turn 3 History of Banali. I think turn 2 we're going Knight of Malice. Turn 3 History. Like I said, turn 4, well, we'll see. We'll see where we're at. MTG Arena has been lagging for me, is it? Maybe it's just because I'm using the, I have auto tap off, but it's been like taking a second every time I tap my land, so. Again, I think it's better to flood the board. He is going Boros more than likely, huh? And he played a check land turn 1, which means... Okay, so he had to have just drawn into that. He doesn't have anything he can play for 2 mana. Alright, we're going History turn 3, and it looks like Radiant Destiny turn 4, because that's going to give us this huge fucking power spike. Knight's Pledge is an excellent draw. Here we'll throw it on the Knight of Malice. Thankfully, Knight of Malice is also hexproof from any of his white spells, so... I don't know, do double color spells count as a singular color? Like, if he tries to hit my Knight of Malice with Justice Strike, is it hexproofed? Or is it not because it has red in there as well? I'm a little bit curious. If any of you guys know the rules of Magic that much, will you let me know how that works? Oh, he's just going to surrender. Okay, so apparently our Knight's deck is great at making opponents say, you know what, I didn't draw good enough for this shit. Alright, well, we're up 2-0. There's a copy of Skilled Animator. Actually, a card that I wish I had more of. I think that's only my first copy of Skilled Animator, so... Yeah, up 2-0. We'll go for one more. Guarantee you we'll probably win, be at the 3-0, and lose 2 in a row. And it's not like I throw my games either. You guys saw those last 2. I don't know what it is. Alrighty. I mean, that's a pretty solid starter hand there. We go Not a Malice into Midnight Reaper? Danitha could be better if we draw into an enchantment. Midnight Reaper's better if they're going like mono red and they're going to be removing our units. We'll have to see. Nonetheless, turn 1 Godless Shrine's going to come down tapped. Isolated Chapel. Come down untapped on turn 2. We'll go Knight of Malice. Turn 3, Midnight Reaper. He's playing green. Maybe I could go Danitha. We'll have to see. Enters tapped. Make sure I don't pay that 2 life for no goddamn reason. Even if it's more than 1, if it has a color, it applies. Okay. So yeah, it would have blocked us from the Justice Strike then. That's nice. Zagana. Do you keep it or you trash it? You don't have the mana to play it unless he has an island in hand, but he's going to keep it. That makes me a little worried, not going to lie, but we can always mortify it, so I'm not too scared. Knight of Malice is honestly going to do work here, keeping our opponent's Merfolk Branchwalker back, and probably a Dauntless is what we're going to draw out here. Yeah, I don't know if we have any other 1-drops. Maybe throwing in a Johnny's Welcome or something like that would be okay, just so we have more 1-drops to cascade out other than Dauntless, because obviously cascading out a Dauntless is not ideal. I do it because I'd rather flood the board than not have anything. But yeah, maybe it's... Okay, so he had the tapped Guildgate. So where do you go this turn? Jade Light Ranger, that's not bad. So he's going Sultai. Sultai Explorer looks like. Midnight Reaper, Llanowar. Okay. He's ramping pretty fucking hard, which scares the hell out of me. He's already got enough mana to where if he wants to adapt the Zagana right after he gets her out, he can. Probably going to keep the Jade Light Ranger on top. Yeah. So his Jade Light's going to go up to 4-3. However, our Knight of Malice is still going to do work blocking out against it as it does have first strike. So back to my turn. I don't think we want to mortify anything on the board. Instead, we'll just throw down another first strike creature, so this way our Knight of Malice can block the Jade Light Ranger, our Danitha can block the Merfolk Branchwalker, and Moment of Craving is actually really nice, so we'll go ahead and take out the Branchwalker. And get the Danitha down. No, honestly, we swing in with the Knight of Malice, I think. Well, we don't have a defender then. He swings back with Jade Light Ranger. We're losing 4. We're still up to 18. He's down to 17, so we're gaining the 1 life advantage. I don't know if it's worth it necessarily, but fuck it, right? Again, this does mean he gets to swing back with his Jade Light Ranger. Oh. What? Why would you do that instead of Zagana? Hydroid Crisis, sure. Leave it on top, yeah. I'm not understanding that play necessarily, but... Oh, he wanted to play the Incubation Druid as well. Okay. Go ahead and swing in with the Jade Light. No. Our opponent is playing very odd. Very shifty. So we're going to throw down the Midnight Reaper, saving the Mortify for the big Crisis or for the Zagana if he manages to get it out. Another Knight of Malice is actually fucking fantastic. Honestly, I don't think we swing in. Any double blocks with the Jade Light Ranger, sure, we take out 1, but I want to wait here. Okay, so he's going to Crisis for... How much mana does he have? 7? Crisis for 5. It's not bad. He'll gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. It's up to 19. Or does he just go Zagana here? He could adapt his Incubation Druid, but he can't play anything after that. Also, a quick little note, if you do play out a Hydroid Crisis and say you pay the 7 mana, then the Cascade effect does go for the 7 mana, it doesn't go for just the 2 off the Hydroid. Quick little note there, so... To get a Vine Mare, Can't be blocked by black creatures. Thankfully, we have some non-black creatures out here as well. Unfortunately, they don't exactly have the first strike damage required, so... Again, he shouldn't swing in with his Jade Light Rangers here, otherwise it's just pure suicide. So, hoping for... not that. Alright, well, let's go ahead and mortify his Hydroid Krasis. Tried to destroy my own land there. Another Dauntless, not really what I would have liked to had out, but let's throw it on the Danitha. Now we can double block the Von Mirror with our useless Dauntless and the Danitha and make sure our Danitha survives, so... And we'll go ahead and get down the Paladin of Atonement. And here, I think we say go with both of our Knights of Malice. Yeah. So he'll take the 6 down to 13. We still have a one blocker for the Jade Light Ranger. I'll definitely throw out the Midnight Reaper if he wants to swing in with both Jade Light Rangers. Probably take 4 from one of them. Double block the Von Mare. I'm guessing he throws down Zagana this turn. He's really been holding her back, and I don't quite understand why. Ooh, if he has some removal, that'd be bad for us. Because he'll probably definitely remove the Danitha, right? Of course, at that point, I think we can just throw away both of our Dauntless Bodyguards to the Von Mare, right? Play your Zagana. What does he have? What does he have that he wants to keep up? He doesn't have enough blue mana to really counter anything. This guy's playing weird. He's playing so weird it's like scaring me. Man, I think a flash deck with Reclamation is so powerful in this mode. I haven't even thought about that. That sounds like it'd be pretty dope though. What does he have here? Oh wait, he can cast a counterspell. He has Incubation Druid, so he does have 2 sources of blue mana. He wants to counter our Midnight Reaper here. We have another Paladin of Atonement. I mean, it's okay. I probably would have preferred a Knight of Grace, honestly. That's okay. We got a huge board state here. I don't think I want to swing in. Like, why else would he be keeping mana back unless for a combat trick? So let's just say fuck him. Like, I mean, right? Let's make him waste his mana. Yeah, adapt the Incubation Druid, sure. I mean, that definitely would have taken out one of our Knights of Malice, so not necessarily a combat trick, but then again, it still would have cost us a unit. Probably would have traded the other Knight of Malice or something. Murder's one of the Midnight Reapers. Honestly, thank you. Of all the things you could have murdered, why a Midnight Reaper? Why not the Danitha? And he gets out a Wild Growth Walker. Ooh. That means he could start regaining a lot of his health very, very quickly. We are going to get 2 card draw here, which is fan-fucking-tastic. And a Knight's Pledge, and we'll get proc on both of our Paladins. So the Knight's Pledge, I'm thinking it goes on Danitha. We have the Dauntless on Danitha as well. Maybe that's why he didn't murder the Danitha, right? Because we could have just sacrificed the Dauntless for her. Either way, I appreciate him removing a Midnight Reaper. Having 2 down is always a little scary for me, as if you start losing a whole lot of units, you're just losing more health, right? So, what do you go for here? Finally getting down Zagana. Oh, Hostage Taker. That's not good. I mean, it's not like we have anything too great out on the board, though. Another Wild Growth Walker. Sure. What's he gonna hostage take, though? A Dauntless? Ooh, that would actually be really good. Hostage Taker the Dauntless that selected the Danitha, so that way I can't... Or just take the Danitha, too. That works. But if he would have taken the Hostage Taker, he could have played the Hostage Taker back down this turn. Oh, he can anyways. I didn't even see Incubation over there on the side. Okay. So then, yeah, that's fine. Well, then our Knight's Pledge will probably go down on a Knight of Malice, giving us a really big first strike creature. But unfortunately, with his Wild Growth Walkers, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to get something out here. like get out on a lead. He still can't attack us, however, so that's good. Banalish Marshal. Oh, that one hurts because we only have 3 sources of white mana, but I definitely think it's better than just playing the Knight's Pledge. Thankfully, we didn't have this little guy down whenever he threw down the hostage taker. Knight of Grace coming out now as well. Sure, throw down another copy. You know, I'm thinking that might be the play here. We don't want to swing in with the 3/3s, I don't think. Well, actually, I think we do. We still have 4 units back to defend. I don't think we want to swing in with the 3/2s because one's going to die to Danitha, Garen goddamn Teed, and one will die to the Wild Growth Walkers. So, I think that's how we want to do it. He's going to have to chum block some here. Obviously, he can double block on the Knight of Malices if he wants. Although, it'd be a bit expensive for him. No, he has enough health in his creatures for it to not really matter. He's going to kill off my Danitha against the Knight of Malice. Maybe double block it. The Wild Growth Walker? Sure. I'm going to kill the Wild Growth Walker, obviously. Keep the Danitha. You don't have the cards to really make use of her unless you have a deck full of enchantments, I guess. Sure, trade off both Jade Light Rangers. We are going to gain 6 health from Paladin of Atonement's dying. Then what, you take the 4 to the face, or are you going to try and double block my other Knight as well? Okay, so yeah, definitely want to kill the Wild Growth Walker. I'm not quite sure about that decision there, but it is what it is. Okay, so we get some more card draw off Midnight Reaper, which is great because we have plenty of health to do so with now. Settle, that's a beauty. Valiant Knight, awesome, 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 awesome. I actually really enjoyed that card draw there. I'll take it back, Midnight Reaper. You got some value in you after all. Here comes the Zagana, finally! He's had it since his opening hand, and it's just now coming down. It's really unfortunate about the Merfolk Branchwalker draw on the Cascade there. He'll get back some health thanks to the Wild Growth Walker. And it's basically like we haven't even touched him. Oh man, Ocarina Assassin, so deadly. Basically he gets to choose 1 unit to destroy, so he's definitely going to keep him on top. No, wait. That's good, actually. Unless he only swings in with the Assassin, then that could be bad, because we definitely don't want to settle 1 unit. But if he swings in with the Assassin, we're going to have to block with the Marshal, right? In which case, he's going to kill the Marshal, right? We don't... Oh, we do have enough white mana. I think we can go Valiant and Settle. So that's pretty good. Alright, let's throw it back to my turn. Throw it on the Isolated Chapel for sure. Okay, so there's the Valiant Knight. Yeah, and we'll still have enough for the Settle. Alright, dope. Another Knight of Malice coming down. Okay. So all of our units gonna get buffed up quite a bit more here. And you know, I think we still swing in with all of our first strike creatures. His Death Touch doesn't work on the first strike creatures. He's gonna have to double block if he really wants them dead. So yeah, have at it. Figure that shit out. See if he wants to throw away his other Wild Growth Walker for him. But we gotta make waves here, otherwise his deck will overpower us. He definitely has the power to overpower us. Nothing? He's not gonna block it at all? He's gonna take 15 to the face. Well, hell, I should have just swung in with everything if he's just gonna take it, right? Alrighty, too bad we didn't have a combat trick there. Hopefully he swings in with more than just his Ocarina Assassin, otherwise it's just going to be a really awkward settle here. Ooh, yes, nice. Go ahead, throw the Assassin too. Throw the Assassin. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Don't play around the settle whatsoever. Why would you ever want to do that? I only specifically left up 4 mana with 4 cards in hand, right? Like, that's not an obvious sign that I have something waiting. Oh, that's gotta feel bad. Unless his 1 card is a fucking counter. Oh, watch it be a Frilled Mystic. All that shit talk I just did, he's gonna have a Frilled Mystic and then 1 turn sweep me. That would be embarrassing. Oh, no. Alright, so we did get up to the 3-0 as I predicted. How would you like to be sent a deck list? If you want to throw it on AetherHub and type it in here, that's fine. If you literally just want to paste it as a comment, I don't really care, but it's not like we have so many people watching that it's going to, like, you know, clog up chat or any of that shit, you know? So, we did go back to 3-0, and now, as I am 100% confident that we're going to end up picking up those other 2 losses, I kind of want to go into a draft. Let me know what you guys would rather see. The draft deck that I got, I did already draft the cards, so unfortunately we won't be going through the draft picks, but it is a really nice Dino deck, right? We have some sweet cards like Zagama, Brontodon, or Belligerent Brontodon, I should say, because there's also Rampaging Brontodon, which is something completely different. Okay, so we'll probably only play a couple more matches as it is getting late and I need to go to bed. But yeah, this is a really fun Dinos deck that I managed to draft out here. So I'll let you guys decide, would you rather see a couple matches of draft or a couple more matches of Cascade? You're in a pro? Okay, let's go check this out. To the Millgate. Search, cast down, Unfortunately, I don't have any Star of Extinctions. Like, I don't think I even have 1 copy of Star. Okay, well, I can just type it in here and see real quick. Star, yeah. Nope, and unfortunately it is Mythic too. Well, that's a bitch. So yeah, I can't even try that out. I think the rest of the cards I have though. Yeah, I actually have everything but the Star of Extinctions. Oh man, that feels bad. Because I know Star of Extinction in a deck like that's probably got to be a pretty important card since you are running 2 of them and it is a 7 mana. Put it on the Pro Tracker. Yeah, looks good. So yeah, would you guys rather see the draft or the Cascade for the last couple matches? I'll let you guys decide, and I'm gonna throw it back on this little intermission. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll throw it back on the screen real quick just so I can take a little bit of a break real quick. Well, I want to see you 5-0 in Cascade. I prefer to see the draft deck. Alrighty. I would say just fill with any board clearage you need. Okay. So it looks like we're probably going to be playing draft. Play 2 more matches and then I'll probably come up. Okay, so I'm down for either. Alright. So yeah, we'll go ahead and play a couple of the draft matches. Throw it back on the live scene here. Alright, so since we are going to be going through the draft deck, I'll show you guys all of the cards real quick. I really didn't think that this was going to turn out to be such a good draft nor such a good deck, but it seems to have been working out thus far. I actually hadn't ever played a Rivals of Ixalan draft, I don't think. If I did, I'd played it maybe once, but yeah, so I was kind of going into this very newbie-ish, and I think I saw like a really good Dino in my first pack, like first pack pick 1. I'm wanting to say it was either the... wasn't Silver Clad, wasn't Forerunners. You know, I'm not quite sure what it was, but nonetheless I saw like a good early Dino, so I was like, hell yeah. And then Zakama came up too, so I was like, yeah, this is happening 100%. So yeah, decent little deck here. We'll go ahead and hop into the games. We are 2-0, which is is always nice in a draft pick. Again, I'm not feeling the salsa music tonight. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. We could always just pause my music, right, and just turn up the game music a little bit. We go first. Needletooth, unknown territory, or enter the unknown, I'm sorry. This is a really scary hand to be keeping, but I am going to. And I actually don't hear any music playing from the game here, so. Well, at least our opponent didn't have a turn 1 play. Hopefully they won't have a turn 2 play either. Wonderful. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and throw down Pillar this turn, so that way next turn we can throw down the Needletooth. Select it for Dinosaur. Throw down our Mountain. We could also get down a Looming Altasaur come next turn if we just wanted to have a big fucking Dino out. That might not be bad, right? Because it's a lot easier to remove Needletooth than it is Looming Altasaur. Of course, Needletooth poses a bigger threat, which could mean that it'd be better later. Then this as long as you control another pirate. So our opponent went for a Pirates deck. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Looming Altasaur. And we will tap our Pillars of Origins and then leave up the green mana so we can also play Enter the Unknown and get it to explore. This sorcery, so we gotta go ahead and play it this turn. Another Enter the Unknown. You know what? I'll keep it. Could make our Looming Altasaur 3/9, which is actually pretty good, especially if we get, I think it's Belligerent Brontodon. Makes all of your creatures combat power equal to their toughness. I think it's only in combat though. I don't know if it's outside of combat as well, so that's unfortunate for him. So I think this turn we just go into the Needletooth and red. Keep up the mana. Ooh. Cancel. Can I cancel that? Okay, I can. Thank God. Let's play the Enter the Unknown first, actually. Because I'm definitely going to throw it on the Looming Altasaur. Drew us out another Plains. Well, that puts us up to, what, 6 mana, kind of? Alright, let's go ahead and get the Needletooth down. To, doesn't really matter here. We don't have anything we can really play afterwards anyways. He's going Boros. That's very odd. He throws down a pirate card, and he's in the Boros color schematics. That doesn't work at all, right? Well, I shouldn't say at all. I'm sure you could craft a Boros Pirates deck. That'd be alright, but it doesn't seem like it would work. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think with the Rivals of Ixalan and Ixalan Draft, you definitely want to be sticking to a creature type. It seems like both those sets were, well, I mean, Swashbuckling, Shake the Foundations, Kill his Brute. It's a little bit better, right? We could still, no, we can't Swashbuckling for, Okay, so let's get down the Relic and then Shake the Foundation, since we don't have any play that really, ooh. Can we do that? We tap the Mountain. No, we can't. Okay, whatever. Let's just go Shake the Foundations. Because this will only be added towards creature types, so yeah, I don't think there was a way around that, having only, ooh, I'm sorry, you guys probably just heard a very, very loud notification from my phone. Alright, so bye-bye Headstrong Brute. If you got a combat trick, you can try it, but it's going to have to raise its health over 3. Yeah, I didn't think so. Fortunately for that Plains, it does mean we can get down our little Relic here. So we've ramped out really nice. We're up to what? 6, 7, 8 mana. We need one more in order to throw down our Zakama if we draw it out. which is really good, right? Because we're not that late into a game here, at least not for draft. What do you have? What do you have at instant speed that could really fuck us over here? I can't think of anything. Did Settle come out? Was Settle part of this set? I'm so terrified. This is another thing. I don't know all of the cards of these two sets like I know the Guilds of Ravnica and Ravnica Allegiance, because I've been playing since those two sets were sort of the main key sets. So Rivals of Ixalan and Ixalan are a little bit shady. I hope you enjoy the feeling of having a clean board and the enemy having no deck. Yeah, I mean, I definitely enjoy mill decks when they work, but time to make some gems? I certainly hope so. Fiery Cannonade. I mean, sure. He removes one creature. I mean, we could always just throw Swashbuckling down on the Looming Altasaur and make him huge. Although we could have thrown Swashbuckling down on the Needletooth and made it really hard to kill as well. Maybe I've played that out wrong. Oh well. Snubhorn Century. Sure. So he has dinosaurs, he has pirates. Another dinosaur. Unfortunately for him, I mean, sure, hit me for the 4. I'm assuming that's what he'll do. That's perfectly fine. What do we draw? So, well, that is unfortunate for you, my dear friend. Silverclad Ferocidon's definitely great card. Let's play. Okay. I didn't really count it up, but I wanted to see if we would have enough for Swashbuckling. We didn't. We'll keep the Looming Altasaur back to block with. Obviously, if he still swings in with his Horncrest, he's going to have some kind of combat trick. Hopefully he won't just have some removal right off the bat for Silverclad. That would be a bit awkward. So far, so good. Sure, make the Snubhorn a little bit bigger. He keeps hovering over it, which makes me really think that he's got some removal. Obviously, cards like Ixalan's Bindings is in this set, hence the terminology Ixalan in the name. I can't remember if Conclave Tribunal, I don't think it's in this set. I'm pretty sure it's Guilds of Ravnica that came out with that, because I remember people got really happy whenever the white color scheme got some removal that was better than Seal Away, right? Because all of the removal for white mana was really shitty, actually, up until Conclave and Ixalan. Like, all the cheap removal, at least. Seal Away, sure, it's okay, but if they have Vigilance, then it's completely null and void, and you're just getting your ass smacked in the face. Alright. Well, I'm not retarded. If you got a combat trick, I'd rather you do it against a Looming Altasaur. You say no. That's what I figured. Now, I think we go Swashbuckling on our Ferocidons, right? Make him a 10-7. That's a really hard threat to deal with. He doesn't really need the haste, but a fucking 10-7 Dino, that's huge. Let's go ahead and pay our other player unknown chores. We don't have any cards in hand, so it's not like keeping the mana open is really anything worthwhile, but either way, that's alright. So we'll probably just swing in with Silverclad this turn. What he probably had last turn was maybe another copy of Fiery Cannonade, although it is uncommon, so whatever, we'll see here. Don't have it Seal Away. Oh man, after me talking so much shit about Seal Away, then he's going to have one. Although, did Seal Away come out in the set? Probably, right? He's just going to take the 10 to the face, so we got to suspect he doesn't have anything here. Oh, end our turn. Wow. Silverclad just going to get to stay on the board like that? You have no removal? The thing about Ixalan and Ixalan's, or Rivals of Ixalan's rather, is a lot of the removal is like based on the creature's powers, at least in the white and red color schematic, so it's like destroy a creature with 4 or more power, or 5 or more toughness, or you know, whatever it may be. Not gonna attack. He's got to have some course of action here, right? Maybe just the double block. Either way, let's go ahead and sacrifice one of our relics. 3 life isn't really that meaningful, but drawing out another card. Ooh. I'm not worried about playing this as a combat trick. I just want him to see that he can't block this creature. He can't double block and kill it. He can triple block, but he's already down to 6 health. If he triple blocks, we get to... He has to sacrifice 3. Oh, Verdant Sun's Avatar. Sweet. Of course, we'll go ahead and throw this big boy down. May cost all of our mana, but that's perfectly fine. So, things looking pretty grim for our Storm Leader opponent here. Hopefully he didn't draw into a seal away. I'd really hate to see Silverclad just get sealed away like that. Even if he does, though, he's definitely put us up a huge lead in this game, as he did 10 damage 1 turn to our opponent's face. We'll just have to see here. Though he held the Horncrest back to block with, so we have to assume that he doesn't have a seal away, right? Of course, if he would have swung in, I would have just killed it, so that didn't make much sense either. If he had a sealed away, he probably would have played it by now, unless he's just a slow player. Like, that seems like a pretty instant reaction kind of card, right? Just gonna block with the Wily Goblin. He'll have to sacrifice something after that. Probably the treasure artifact. Yeah, probably gonna get rid of the artifact here. Well, you can only sacrifice so much stuff before you're eventually sacrificing lands and other creatures, so I'm fine with that for right now. I'm pretty sure we got this game. There's not so much removal that I'm honestly too scared about it. I just would have hated to see Silverclad get absolutely no use, but we've already swung in twice and gotten some use out of him, so honestly, if he was to remove him at this point, be pretty good. Still away as Dominaria. Okay, Settle is in Ixalan, by the way. Okay, sweet, sweet. So, nice to keep those in mind. What just happened? Oh, Path of Metal. I mean... It's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and sacrifice our other relic here, see what we can draw out. Again, gaining the 3 life, we're already at 24, going up to 27 isn't that important. I am going to go ahead and throw down Thunderherd and just pay the 3. Oh, should have used the Nun Shores there. I didn't really think about that. But just so... Why is it doing it like that? Why is it ordering my... Oh, because I'm searching the library. Normally it, like, keeps them all together, though, right? Alright, well, let's get down another mountain. We've already seen we had some problems with that thus far. And then let's just swing in and we'll act like this little forest is something that it's not. You swing in with everything, he just loses? No, he has mana for the seal away. He would have surrendered if he didn't have an answer. I'm not gonna attack. Fuck you, buddy. If you got this, the Settle, I don't want it to hit my Silverclad. Also means that he wasted 4 of his mana that turn. We didn't really draw anything good anyways. We have plenty of mana now. Wait a minute. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, so we still have enough to cast out Zakama. I thought we would even after sacrificing the relics, but wanted to make sure. Ooh, he doesn't have enough mana for Settle this turn. Okay, so I'm all fine with just swinging in on his face hole then. Let's go Silverclad. Do work. And the fact that we're flooding out a little bit is unfortunate, but that'll be alright. You double block it, you're gonna have to sacrifice 2 permanents. That's at least your enchantment and a land. And I'm killing both of your creatures. Maybe he has a super buff for it. Still not good enough though, right? 1 more buff. Oh, if he brings it up to an 8/8, that could be unfortunate. Oh, and first strike. Bravo. Bravo on that play, actually. Alright, so now what does he sacrifice? The Snubhorn? Path of Metal? It's a little bit of a difficult decision. Oh, just a land. Alright, ballsy. I mean, again, we have plenty of land at this point. So he threw away 2 combat tricks. Honestly, it seems like this guy's probably got too many combat tricks in his deck. He still can't really swing in unless he has another combat trick, which having that many in hand is a bit ridiculous. Bellowing Aegisaur. Ooh, that one hurts my soul to see. And we're gonna keep flooding. Well, fortunately, we can just straight up kill the Bellowing Aegisaur, so it's not a huge threat. But if he swings in with it, then we know he has to have a combat trick, so we won't defend against it. We'll just take the 3 damage. We're all the way up to 27 anyway, so it's not like we have too much to worry about. So I gotta check the time. It is 12:50. Doesn't feel like he drafted Settle. Yeah. This man's deck is very odd. Maybe the pirate was just in here as a mana filler. But it seems weird to have like a 3 mana fill with a common card of a pirate. That's just... Come on, dude! What is that? 3 or 4 land draws in a fucking row. You gotta love when you're just like absolutely smashing your opponent and then MTG Arena's like, no, here, let him come back a little bit. This needs to be a fair game. Sure. At least it's not a goddamn land. We almost have all of our lands, I think, anyways. What is that? 4, 7, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we almost have all of our fucking lands on the board. Alrighty, well, if we do manage to draw our Zakama before this guy can somehow come back, obviously that'll be a pretty quick GG. Most people usually scoop as soon as I get Zakama down, so probably be expecting something along those lines from this guy, as he does only have 12 health. We'd be able to remove, you know, the Aegisaur. Oh, actually we'd probably remove the Sentry first. Excellent. So now it's not like we really have to wait to see the Zakama. We can just put him on top of our deck. Beautiful. Too bad we can't put him into our hand. We can play him down this turn if we could. So we'll gain the 3 off of Forerunner as well, thanks to Verdant Suns. Not that it's really relevant. We had plenty of health before. But now, if you got your counter spells, you better be holding on to them. Oh, nope, you're in Boros. Well, that sucks to suck. Should just go ahead and pass turn. We're not going to attack. We got a Zakama coming down next turn. And I thought about killing the Bellowing Aegisaur first, but it's actually going to cost us more if we do that. So we'll probably kill off like the Snubhorn Sentry, and then, let's see, target opponent. So yeah, so we can go ahead and kill the Sun Crown and not worry about it. Kill the Horncrest and kill Bellowing Aegisaur last. But he's got to have an answer for our Zakama. If he doesn't, I could definitely see a scoop coming soon. And let's see, how much mana do we actually have? 1, 4, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13. 13 fucking mana. That's, what, 4 procs of Zakama? Because we can't really count the Pillar of Origins as a mana for Zakama, so 4 procs. Snubhorn dead, Suncrown dead, and Path of Metal dead? I don't know. We could also just gain life, not that we need it. But, don't tell me he's just gonna rope us. Don't do it. Also, why isn't my music playing? You guys notice that? I have absolutely no music for this game. What did he do? Unfriendly fire? Sure. Dealt it to his Bellowing Aegisaur. Makes sense. Also, let me know if the audio is too loud. Okay. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter if we tap this or not, because like all of our land's gonna untap anyways. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Hey, there's Zakama. We're gonna gain 9 life thanks to Verdant as well. Deal 1 damage to everything. Decline, because then Bellowing Aegisaur is going to put a +1/+1 counter, so they're essentially going to stay at the same health except for next turn, right? Whereas we deal damage to ours, the only benefit we're getting is 2 damage to his face, which is not that important. Alrighty, so deal 3 damage. Since he did that, I think honestly just killing the Sun Crown and the Stampeding Horncrest is better. So boom, we'll pay this for a blank mana and then one of our greens. So sure, deal 3 damage to my face. I don't really care. I don't have any planeswalkers for you to attack either. We have so much health that it doesn't really matter either. So bye bye Sun Crown. One of the reds. Boom, boom. Oh, we actually can't kill another unit simply because we don't have 4 mountains out. So maybe we should have kept the unknown back now that I'm looking back on it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oops, sorry guys. I've made a misplay. That's alright, we'll go ahead and take out his path. Not that I think it's a super big threat, but I mean, it's there. So what do we do with the last? We just gain some life? Sure, because he's Zakama and we can. No attacks. There's no reason to attack, right? Why risk anything? Why risk him having the settle or any of that? Let's just use our overgrown dino with 3 fucking heads. Yeah, there's the scoop. Well, I'm trying to find my lighter. Seem to have done something with it. And we're at bronze tier 1 halfway through it. Means we'll probably hit silver this season. Slice and Twain. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, draw a card for 4 mana. Holy shit, that's a terrible card. And it's an uncommon? Oh man, that's ass. So we are up to 3-0. Unfortunately, it's already 1 o'clock in the morning here. Audio is fine. I missed the salsa music though. Alright, well, I do apologize for turning off your salsa. But yeah, it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I do have to work a double tomorrow. I think it's like 11 to 10 o'clock at night, so 11 a.m. to 10 o'clock at night, that is. So definitely don't want to be too sleepy for that. I do appreciate all of you guys coming out and all the feedback. Mac, thanks for all the info on, like, you know, cards and sets and all that, man. You've been awesome. Evil Ninja Penguin, thanks for the opinions on what to play and all that. Everyone else, thanks for showing up, showing your support, throwing in any sort of comments or subscribing, whatever you guys may have done. I do greatly appreciate it. I think it's absolutely amazing how much support this channel has gotten already. As I've said probably a million times before, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like down below. It does help me, helps the video, helps the channel, blah, blah, blah. You guys have already been leaving plenty of comments, so I'm going to go ahead and thank you for that. If you're watching this on the past, or in the future, I'm sorry, not in the past. I think I do that every time I go for one of these outros. Nonetheless, be sure to leave a comment if you have any suggestions for any decks that I may have played throughout this whole stream. And then, of course, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. We are trying to get to 1,000 before April. Not necessarily the beginning of April, but more towards the end, as that's when War of the Spark comes out. And I'm trying to get into the pre-release event so I can show you guys some spicy decks with that, and, you know, live stream and take some of your guys' suggestions and requests, so that way you guys can see, you know, whatever upcoming decks you may want to see from the new set. Aside from that, again, thanks everybody for watching. I'm sorry if you just now happened to tune in to the stream, and I'm sort of ending it here. But of course, if you want to check out the rest of what we just went through, by all means, you can go back and watch it once. I think once it's processed. I don't think it'll actually let you until the video is processed, so you'll probably have to wait until usually takes like 3 to 4 hours at least, maybe 5 hours. So yeah, besides that, night everybody. Hope you sleep well, or good morning, or good afternoon, whatever time zone you guys are in, whatever you're doing with your lives. I hope it's going well, and I hope you guys have fun. Thanks again for the support, and as always, peace.